official review being called by the She Devils. If you just join us back again, we're going to stay on top of the Wi-Fi as much as possible, keep the action, the stream going for you guys. I'll do my best to recap. If you have any questions, please let me know on Twitter at hashtag #TalkToBOBH. Again, talk number 2, BOBH. I'm keeping an eye on that. I'm keeping an eye on several things. But right now, first half, 13 minutes, 53 seconds remaining, 48 to the Wailers, 56 to the She Devils. And definitely during halftime, I will be taking a look downstairs with our NSOs, our awesome NSOs, keeping track of all the penalties, kind of see what the tape is, especially at the very beginning if you're joining us. And hopefully, I think we were still connected there at the very beginning of the bout itself. Very interested in the first 3 jams. Danny Longlager picking up 3 straight penalties. And then there was a swap back and forth. And that also included a penalty to gingivitis of the Wailers. So we had a, let's see, it was 0-0. Immediately we had a scoreless jam at the very beginning. Dan Longlager getting caught with a forearm call. They set up for a power start by the Wailers. And again, as Dan Longlager gets released, gets through the bag, track cut, sent back to the box. They start a 3rd jam with a power start for the Wailers yet again with gingivitis. And this time, gingivitis gets sent to the box for a cut track. And then at the very end of that jam, right at the whistle, Dan Longlager calls for a second forearm, having to report back to the box. And then it was pretty intense, pretty crazy. Hopefully we'll be able to get some of that up on the replay. When you go on to YouTube for Mass Maelstrom, you can check out all the old action from today, from yesterday, and previous years of Battle of Bunker Hill. And once we get that information on, yeah, it looks like we're having some of the alt refs talking to our house announcers down below. Hopefully we get some information on that official review. Again, the official review being set up, being called by the She Devils. And it looks like Penn Jersey is going to lose that official review. Again, we'll get more of that information once that gets sent up to the booth here. But right now, let's get back to the action. Liberty Violence jamming for the Wailers. Danny Longlager for the She Devils. And this is going to be, I believe, Liberty Violence's first lead jam in this particular bout. Blockers for both teams going in and out of the box. And we have a high block call that is going to go on Moreland Munster. Liberty Violence tearing on through, going to pick up 4 points, bringing up 52-56, 13 minutes, 7 seconds to go. Whistles are bound, a forearm call. Not seeing who that was on. Oh, yep, that looks like that is going to go on Pretty Bizarby for the Wailers. Another 4, and that looks like we might have an official new lead change coming up. That'll be lead change number 4. But we're going to wait till the very end of this jam. More blockers for both teams going in and out of the box. We're only at number 12 in the first half. And we're going to wrap this one up. And now we're moving on to, we're at the, just past the 12-minute mark in our first half. Score is officially lead change number 4, 66 to the Wailers of Hartford area, 60 to Penn Jersey She Devils. Both these teams have all their regular timeouts. Wailers have their official review if they want to cash that in. Penn Jersey did use up theirs and lost it. Again, we will get that information when it comes back. And right now, Legion goes to a gingivitis. On her tail is Ray Animator. Gingivitis. Ooh, a nice little twirl. That was a twirl around Shell Shock and Monster. And with that, she picks up a 4 cent door. It's going to make it 70 to 60. This is the largest lead the Wailers have had so far in the first half on the She Devils. She Devils commanding the scoreboard for the most part. with trading back and forth points on each individual jam. Now we're at the 10-minute, 35-second mark. Once again, we have Pretty Bizarby jamming for the Wailers. Sneaky Spice, who is going to take lead jam for the She-Devils. Spice tried to dig her way through the pack, will pick up only 3 points on that, but inching back, bringing it to a 7-point deficit. 70 for the Wailers, 63 for the She-Devils after 14 jams. And like I said, once we hit halftime, we'll come back a couple minutes early, do a quick recap of the scoreboard, what we saw during the first half, and the penalty tracker as well. And see this teletape, there have been many blockers going in and out, cycling out of the box. And as you can hear from the crowd, they are cheering for Trouble, who represents the star for Penn Jersey She-Devils, going up against Liberty of Violence for the Wailers. Liberty Violence able to finally push her way through. She will have to be let go by Monster. She's going to be in control of this jam. Jam number 15, 8 minutes, 59 seconds remaining. Trouble pops her way through. Liberty Violence tried to hop the apex, collided and landed out of bounds. And that is going to be a scoreless jam. She did not pick up any points for that apex leap and back into the infield. My goodness, ladies and gentlemen, we have, of course, I like to say fans and fiends and everyone in between. Thank you again for joining us on the final bout of Battle of Bunker Hill 18. Hartford area Wailers with 70. Penn Jersey She-Devils 63, 8 minutes, 15 seconds ago. Sabotage wearing the star for the Wailers. Danny Longlegger for the She-Devils. And Danny Longlegger will take that lead jam. And a cut track call going on Sabotage. This is Power Jam going to the She-Devils. This is their second Power Jam opportunity. Second in a row also for Danny Longlegger. Being held at bay and out of play, unfortunately. That's going to send Gingivitis to the box. Danny Longlegger picking up 5 in the sky grand slam, bringing it 70 to 68, 7 minutes, 29 seconds to go. And now rejoining that pack, Sabotage is out of the box, and we're going to have, it looks like, another lead change as a grand slam thrown up by Danny Longlegger. Fantastic blocking work. Danny Longlegger gets her way through. That is going to make it a 14-point jam for her. Sabotage still working the initial pass now once getting out of the penalty box. Down to 6 minutes, 46 seconds. Danny Longlegger tried to go for those extra points, was able to pick up 2, going down on her bottom and calling that off. Yes, we have lead change number 5 in this bout. That's right, lead change number 5 in our first half. 6 minutes, 26 seconds remaining. The Wailers with 70 and the She-Devils 79. Beautiful 16-point jam, the largest jam so far in this bout by Danny Longlegger. But now wearing that star is Ray Animator. And now Liberty Violence is going to go up against her from the Wailers. And so close, they're going out of bounds. But yes, they are. Yep, it looked like she did step out. Referee's calling a track cut call on Ray Animator. And that's now going to be Power Jam number 4 going to the Wailers. They are jam number 17, 5 minutes, 38 seconds, 70 to 79. Power Jam with Liberty Violence still trying to get around the She-Devil pack. Completely exhausting her down. Yep, and that's number 3000 Monster. Liberty Violence goes out of bounds into the infields, coming back around. Number 5-2, Stella Threat. And Reanimator released from the box as we're getting to the 5-minute mark. And it looks like actually Liberty Violence went to the box. Missed that call as we were looking another different direction up here. And yes, Power Jam number 3 going to the She-Devils. Physicality kicking up right now. Unfortunately, Peach Gobbler did get a direction of gameplay. We'll report back to the box. Ray Animator working on her initial pass. 4 minutes, 32 seconds. Liberty Violence now released from the box. Engaging that pack. Pack advantage still going to the She-Devils as we got all 4 in that diamond. Now switch the tripod. Meanwhile, Shell Shock will bridge these 2 packs together. Defense has kicked up on both these teams. Fantastic. We've just wound down that jam. And it looks like 4 solid points were picked up by Reanimator. It's going to bring it 70 to 83. Once again, 70 to 83, 3 minutes, 45 seconds remaining in our first half. As a reminder, everyone, once we go to halftime, we'll be back a couple minutes early, just giving you a recap of everything in the first half and how it might affect the second half. But right now, multiplayer block being called, and we are waiting to see who that's going to be. And that is actually going to be one of the She-Devils. And wait a minute, track cut called on Sabotage. Now it's Power Jam and Lead Jam going to Sneaky Spice. Both these teams have equally received 4 Power Jams in the first half. It's those simple mistakes you just can't make. Dora the Destroyer getting a little hand from Flutter Rage, trying to pin down Sneaky Spice. They're about to be joined by number 91, D's. Released from the box. They still have their pivot in there. Sabotage now released from the box, but already Grand Slam going to Sneaky Spice, bringing it 70 to 88. 2 minutes, 36 seconds remaining in the period. 52 for the jam itself. Sabotage now working the initial pass. Sneaky Spice trying to find opening in the side. Went to the infield, quickly calling off as Sabotage was just about to enter that pack. Oh my goodness, this has been fantastic. 70 still for the Wailers, 89 for the She-Devils, 2 minutes, 13 seconds. The seesaw battle continues here. Battle of Bunker Hill, what a bout to have. Our closer here. Now we are under the 2-minute mark, 150 right now. Now it looks like Gingivitis is going to wear that star for the Wailers. Taking the lead jam, that is going to be number 36, Trouble for the She-Devils. This is jam number 19. Tripod locked up, but a nice little wall set up by the She-Devils, leaving an opening on the outside. But the Wailers are able to recycle back in front of her. And some derby love there going on between Gingivitis and Trouble. As the Bolt Jammers were almost on top of each other and paused, looked at the refs and go, we didn't do anything. We're innocent until proven guilty. And the ref said, no, you guys fine. No, it actually does look like they are officially going to call that back block call onto Gingivitis. 57 seconds, 70 to the Wailers, 91 to the She-Devils. That is officially a back block call, so she's going to the box. This is going to be Power Jam number 5 with a power start for Danny Longlegger. Yep, and yeah. We're getting lead jam being assessed to Danny Longlegger. Pops through and picks up a full 5. Gingivitis being released alongside one of the blockers. That's number 1000 Shell Shock. Back and forth, and we get a low block call. That is going to go on. Pretty Bizarre working the initial pass now. Gingivitis through her second time. That's going to be a 9-point jam coming up forward. Danny Longlegger, and we have a score set now for going into halftime. Let's do a quick recap. Where we may not be in intermission just yet. We've got conversation between both benches and the officials, so we're just going to wait on this one. Just want to let you know the score right now as it stands is the largest spread they've had thus far between these teams, and that is 70 to the Wailers, 100 on the dot to the She-Devils. This has been back and forth. We've had already 5 lead changes. When it comes to power jams, we've had 5 going to the She-Devils, 4 going to the Wailers, and looks like, yep, the teams are going to be exiting unless they get something back. But the coaches are still sticking on to the track. Gonna wait to see if anything changes here. I'll make sure we get all the coverage, all the action, get you all the information we can. Yep, and the officials are going to leave the trucks and nuts. We are now officially on our way to halftime here for our final bout. Once again, 70 for the Wailers, 100 for the She-Devils. We'll be back in roughly about 10 minutes. And, yeah, good time to use the bathroom and top up on those refreshments. We'll see you then. And we are back here. I'm coming in a little early here. We got about 3 minutes till bout time. Our second half of our final bout there at Battle of Bunker Hill 2018. Live from the Wallace Civic Center at Fitchburg State University, Fitchburg, Massachusetts. I am Crimson Alchemy, aka the CAC, the Pharaoh Fantabulous. Giving you all this action. I'm a one-man army up here, overseeing the camera, overseeing the Wi-Fi, make sure that doesn't die out again. Keeping an eye on that just in case. But all in all, everything looking good right now. About to get some extra information sent my way. If you give me 1 minute, we'll be up to date with a recap of the first half. And I have returned. I got some excellent information coming our way. Once again, you are joining us here for the final bout of Battle of Bunker Hill 2018. The Hartford area Wailers with 70. The Penn Jersey She-Devils with 100. And been quite a seesaw battle as it was. Giving you a quick recap of the penalty board. This one is very hot and heated. We saw many blockers in and out, and including quite a bit of commotion at the beginning with a triple. There's about four within the first 4 jams, about 4 power jams put together. But let me run that down for you real quickly. Hartford area Wailers have about a total of 27 penalties combined already. A little bit higher. They had 24 in their previous bout today with the Nightmares. But as it stands right now, 27 penalties. Those in danger and need to keep an eye on things would be Pretty Bizarby and also Sabotage Sabal, each with 5 penalties underneath them. So that's 5 for both Pretty Bizarby and Sabotage Sabal. 4 for Black Mamba as well. So keeping an eye, making sure you're not making any mistakes. The most common thing we've seen in both teams has been forearms that have been pretty heavy, direction of gameplay, but that's kind of a universal thing within the Derby the last year, is direction of gameplay being pretty heavy, same thing with forearms. But cut tracks have been also at the forefront as well, particularly the jammers. Now, the She-Devils have about 20 penalties altogether. The only one really in danger of that would be D's, number 91, with 5. But one thing to address is number 80, Danny Longlegger jamming. One of their top jammers, actually, getting like 16-point jam today, and that brought that score from 70 to 63 up to 70, 79, and that was the last lead change. We've had 5 lead changes. If you're just joining us now, at the beginning of this bout, you did see Danny Long get her 3 penalties, 3 straight jams in a row, 2 forearms, and a track cut. That kind of set in motion this intensity between the teams. But now we are back to the action. Liberty Violence 4. The Wailers jamming. Now Danny Longlegger, who we were just talking about, jamming for the She-Devils. And we are having a little bit of a horse race back and forth, but Liberty Violence pulling ahead. And that was actually Sabotage Sabal, number 24, who stifled off Danny Longer just a little bit. It'll be interesting after the first half here, what our coaches spoke to their teams on what they're going to be changing things up, if they're going to play a little bit slower or they're going to keep it that fast-paced. Again, even with that fast-paced kind of gameplay, we saw a lot of penalties coming out of that. And with that 3 points picked up by Liberty Violence, that's going to bring us 73 to 100 in the first minute, our first jam of the second half. And remember, if you have any questions, I might be able to answer. If you have any comments or you want to do any shout outs, let me know on Twitter. You can reach us at hashtag #TalkToBOBH. That's hashtag talk, the number 2, BOBH. And jamming right now, we have Ray Animator for the She-Devils. Sabotage for the Wailers as she's being recycled back yet again. And Sabotage able to spin around on the inside there and going to take the lead jam on this one. Ray Animator still hung up in the pack itself, finally getting through. Sabotage was trying to drill her way through there and looked like number 1000 Shell Shock, trying to get her a bounce and end up getting sent to the box. And with that, we have officially 4 points picked up by the Wailers on behalf of Sabotage. Ray Animator getting recycled back there on turn number 4. Sabotage going to call that one off, and it looked like Ray Animator did pick up those 4 as a quick washout. However, so Sabotage picked up an additional 3. That is now going to bring us 80 to 104, 27 minutes, 19 seconds remaining. And now taking the leg jam, Sneaky Spice going against Gingivitis. Doing a good job, got locked into that. Gingivitis was just about to enter that back, calling that one off. We do have 2 points being awarded to the She-Devils, bringing up 80 to 106 at 26 minutes, 34 seconds. Good to see things being slowed down just a little bit. Fantastically done. That is going to be Liberty Violence taking the big LJ for the Wailers. Trouble, still having trouble of her own. Locked up in quite the gridlock of Wailers, but pressing fierce, and they're going to let her go. Looked like Pretty Bizarre had just taken her eyes off just for that one moment. Tried to work that initial pass. Liberty going to take 3 points back and call that one off. That's going to bring that 83 to 106. Quite the exchange going back and forth between these two teams here. And now let's see, Danny Longlegger back on that track. And I believe that Sabotage Sabar also going to be donning the star for their teams. Both packs pulling up to the jammer line. Both jammers trying to find that outside, but it looks like Sabotage able to stay in bounds. Kept their toes in, taking that lead. Danny finally let go with her wonderful blockers from the She-Devils, punching a hole through with the Wailers' defense. Wailers locked up, and Sabotage found a little bit of a nice opening on the side there, getting around Strawberry Tough Cake. Gonna pick up 4. Danny, though, firing 4 back for the She-Devils. And Sabotage with another 4. Danny get knocked to the outside, recycling back behind number 2, Bruce Finn Tuna. Oh, and Bruce Finn also knocking Dan, not this time to the infield, recycle back. Sabotage picking up a grand slam for the Wailers, 92 to 110. 24 minutes remaining in this bout. Now bring up 97 to 110. Dane Lomax with 4 and another 4 back by Sabotage. They're going to run this out as long as they can. 101 to 114. 114 to the She Devils. 101 to the Wailers. And going out of bounds now, having a cycle back behind Mullen Munster. He's just going to call that one off. And you could hear the rumble through this building. I have no idea what that was, but that was slightly terrifying. It's that excitement that's in the air here at Bell Bunker Hill 2018. The crowd's still lively. You don't see anything on the camera on the far side. Trust me, they're all ground level to my left there, sitting at the infamous turn number 2 where all the action happens, and we miss it on the far end of the track. But right now, 23 minutes on the dot. Gingivitis for the Wailers, who have 103. Reanimator for the She Devils, who have 116. Already at jam number 6, Reanimator cycles twice back in and out. Blitz and slam look like trying to give her a hand there one moment, but now Gingivitis getting the big finger up in the air. Reanimator release, packs spread out a little bit. Wailers defensive line first up. Nice hit, actually. We're going to give that one to bomber number 39 of the She Devils. Taking Gingivitis out of the flat track there. She's going to call that. Able to pick up a single point. So that's going to be 104-116 at 22 minutes on the dot. All right, any last minute shout outs? This is your time. Hashtag talk to BOBH on Twitter. Once again, hashtag talk the number 2 BOBH. And right from whistle to whistle there, Sneaky Spice. Sneaky as ever, going through the inside take and lead jam. Pack still hung up. Turn number 1. Sabotage wearing that star goes out of bounds, and courtesy of Mullen Munster having to recycle back. And now that pack has tightened up around Sneaky Spice, able to hop around number 99, Dora the Destroyer, and will take a grand slam back for the She Devils, bringing them up 121 over the 104 for the Wailers. Sabotage tripping up, going down, but back up. Wow, what a level, but that is a high block being called on Sabotage. This is power jam for Sneaky Spice. They're telling her to keep on going already with a 10-point jam. 20 minutes, 40 seconds, 104 to 126. Oh no, trying to be recycled back by Bruce Ventuna, who trips up, giving a quicker entrance back to that pack. Now it's 131 for the She Devils. 15-point jam so far for Sneaky Spice. And now 20-point jam. Sabotage back in the mix. We have Full House on track, still working that initial pass. Sneaky, wow, a huge collision, taking out Slamberry Shortcake. And picking up another 3, that is a 23-point jam for Sneaky Spice on the She Devils. Time now, 19 minutes, 33 seconds to score. 104 to the Wailers and 139 to the She Devils. And we're just going to let the audience serenade all the fans at home listening to the live stream here. And if you missed any action, remember, go to Mass Maelstrom on YouTube. Subscribe, watch all the action from Biobong and LAT. And it looks like Gingivitis is going to try to fight now, colliding with Shell Shock. She's going to try to fight, and right on her back is Trouble. Trouble's going to lab her and take lead jam for the She-Devils. Gingivitis getting traded into a tripod. Now to one-on-one action. They're going to have to let her go to avoid that out of play, but the time has already passed. Trouble has already swept through the inside of the pack and picked up 4 points, bringing it now 104 to 143. And she's going to call it as Ginger is about to enter that pack end. Ginger still able to pick up, it looks like, 2 points. Trouble didn't call enough in time, but regardless, the damage has been done. 106 now to 143, 18 minutes, 11 seconds. Once again, for those keeping score at home, 106 to the Wailers, 143 to the She-Devils. This is jam number 9 coming up at the 18-minute mark. That's going to be Danny Longlegger for the She-Devils. Flutter Rage rocking the star for the first time for the Wailers. I can't remember if she did that even earlier, but oh no, Danny Longlegger gone to the box. We completely couldn't see the call from this angle up here, and that is going to be a power jam now going to the Wailers. Flutter Rage locked up with Marlon Munster, and out of play. She's going to report to the box. Flutter Rage now in control of this jam.